You should have heard, and I imagine you did do, from the television anyway, the noise that the Emirates did today. You should have seen, I'm sure you have, the chances that Arsenal created, the attitude that they had with the ball, the intention to, from the first second, to make an impact in this game. The sending off of Balague, it wasn't really the, well, it was two wrong decisions by him, of course, but it was as a consequence of an Arsenal that came out of the blocks really exciting and sharp, with a lot of movement, a lot of things that little by little disappeared in the game. Chances were created, yes, but Atletico Madrid is perhaps the best team in the world when they had to suffer, and that's exactly what they did from the moment that Balague was sent off, and with the hope that at some point something could happen. In fact, they didn't have a hope that anything could happen. They did not, even though they put Correa up front, Torres at the end, but the two changes, Savic, second one, first one, Gavi, were all defensive. 1-0 was enough for them. But football has got these things. How do you explain a game like today? Well, you explain by saying Atletico Madrid defended. They comfortable in that position, knowing that they're not going to have the ball, knowing that they're going to have to run after it, knowing that when they had the ball, it would be better if they could build from the back a little bit, which they did in the first half, but they were completely unable to do it in the second half. Hence the goal. A mistake of Griezmann trying to not make somebody. They lost the ball on the edge of the box, and that's cross from the left hand side, and that's the, like I said, goal. But can you criticize Arsenal? Yes, you can, for different reasons. One, because in the second half, especially in the second half, when they had the ball and everybody wanted the ball, quite clearly everybody was out for it, and quite clearly they realized that you needed to take responsibility in these games. All the solutions seem to be individual, not collective. Sometimes when you defend, you attack a team that is so defensive, defends so deep, it's good to combine, it's good to have 1 or 2, 3, 4 things that you prepare in training, but not just this week, for the season, for years, in which you know with your eyes closed, if you're a centre midfielder, you've got the ball, that your fullback is going to come inside, is going to run in behind, or something, combinations that have to do with the quality of the players. Don't leave it all to intuition and individual quality, which I feel Arsenal do far too often. So they ended up having no many solutions in the second half. Yes, chances were still created. They were playing against 10, but not enough chances were created. Atletico Madrid had moments of suffering, but they are comfortable in that suffering. 1-0 would have been much, much further, no doubt about it. But when you have Griezmann, you always have the chance that something would happen. And that's the second criticism to Arsenal. What was the Ozil moment? And he is the player that should take Arsenal to a game that can win, to a game that they have won clearly. He is the man. He is the man. What is he? Why don't we get more from him? Why is he so irregular? Why is it just when things go right that you see him well? Certainly today there was not enough from Ozil. Wilshere, Xhaka, Ramsey, all those players are players that have got certainly quality, but the one that should make the difference, the Griezmann of Arsenal, is Ozil. Like I said, was man of the match for Arsenal. Most of the chances ended up with him, but when he managed to finish them, Black was at the end of those moves with fantastic saves, one at the end in the last couple of minutes. Now, interesting situation for Black, by the way, because he's got a buyout clause that they feel is big enough for teams to be scared of, and they don't think anybody is going to be willing to put that kind of money to get him. So they're not willing, Atletico Madrid, to renew his contract, to give him more money. and Oblak is playing a game in which he says, yes, I may stay there, that's what my contract says, but if somebody comes for me, he'll be willing to listen. So that will be an interesting one, because without Oblak, without Griezmann, and Griezmann wants to go to Barcelona, Oblak may go, this Atletico Madrid will struggle. They need to get two players like that to get to the level that we're seeing at the moment. So football is such a funny game, isn't it? It was all in the hands of Arsenal. For 90 minutes they played with one more. They did a lot of things that normally would have been enough, but those other things that make the difference at this stage, the star, the appearing of the star, and those collective solutions when the defense is so they did not appear. Plus Oblak saved Atletico Madrid as well. Arsenal Arsenal deserved much more, didn't get it, and there's a second leg to go. I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.